You just graduated from one of the top B schools in India, and during final placements, you managed to crack one of the most prestigious and competitive roles on campus, management consulting. Suddenly, you are working with top companies, solving high impact business problems, traveling to different client locations, interacting with senior leadership teams, and earning a package that most MBA aspirants dream about. But is consulting really as glamorous as it looks from the outside? Do consultants actually work till 2 or 3 am almost every night? Is the exposure and learning really worth the pressure and long work hours? What exactly does a consultant even do on a day-to-day basis? And why are firms like McKinsey, BCG, Bain, Kearney considered some of the most sought-after recruiters at campus? In this video, we'll break down the complete reality of consulting after MBA, the work, the lifestyle, the travel, the stress, the perks, the salaries, and whether consulting is actually the right career path for you. So keep watching. So let's first talk about the actual work consultants do. Typically, when you join a management consulting firm after MBA, the induction or training period is usually very short. Unlike some other corporate roles, where training can go on for months, in consulting, you are often staffed onto a live client project almost immediately, sometimes within just 2 to 3 weeks. And from day one, you are expected to contribute and deliver outcomes. Now, consulting projects can vary significantly in duration. Some engagements may last only 4 to 6 weeks, while others can continue for several months depending on the scope and complexity of the project. These days, especially in top consulting firms, a large number of projects are due diligence projects. In simple terms, due diligence involves evaluating a company, industry, or market before an investment decision is made. Consulting firms are often hired by private equity or VC firms to assess whether investing in a particular company or sector actually makes business sense. Within a due diligence project, there are multiple work streams. For example, one work stream may focus on evaluating market attractiveness and industry growth potential. Another may analyze the competitive landscape, while others may work on customer insights, stakeholder value proposition, operations, pricing, or financial performance. As a consultant, you are usually assigned one of these work streams and given complete ownership of it. And when we say ownership, it genuinely means end-to-end ownership. You could be expected to structure the storyline for the slides, build presentation skeletons, conduct secondary research, analyze reports and surveys, coordinate expert calls to gather industry insights, extract meaningful findings from those conversations, discuss hypotheses with managers and partners, and finally convert all of that into client-ready presentations and recommendations. So even at a junior level, the responsibility can be quite high. Consulting is definitely a high-performance and high-intensity environment. Deadlines move extremely fast, expectations are constantly high, and iterations happen continuously. It is very common to see a partner reviewing slides at 12:30 or even 1 am, leaving comments or stickies for revisions. And in many cases, those changes are expected to be completed immediately because the client meeting could be scheduled for the very next morning. So overall, consulting life is definitely hectic, and achieving work-life balance can be difficult. The work is fast-paced, high-pressure, and demanding. But on the flip side, consulting gives you incredible exposure very early in your career. You get to work across industries, interact with senior leadership teams, solve high-impact business problems, and of course, earn a very strong compensation package. Now, to understand this better, let's take the example of one of the MBB firms and see what the typical career trajectory looks like and what kind of compensation these firms generally offer. But before that, let us first understand the hiring process of these consulting companies. The first step is usually CV and profile evaluation. Firms closely look at your academics, past work experience, positions of responsibility, internships, and overall profile strength before shortlisting. After that, many firms conduct simulation rounds or assessment rounds to evaluate how you think under pressure, solve problems, and communicate your ideas in structured situations. For example, you can check out McKinsey Solve assessment to get an idea of how these rounds work. The next step usually involves case workshops. These sessions are conducted to help students understand how consulting case interviews work, what frameworks to use, and how to approach business problems in a structured manner. Post this, firms often conduct buddy and mentor interactions. Here, shortlisted students interact with consultants already working at the firm to better understand the culture, expectations, and preparation strategies. Some firms also conduct office visits, where candidates get an opportunity to visit the office, interact with teams, and get a closer look at the consulting work environment. And finally comes the most important stage, the partner interview rounds. These are usually case-based and conversational interviews, where partners assess your problem-solving ability, communication skills, structured thinking, and overall fit for consulting. Now, let's understand the typical career trajectory at a top consulting firm like McKinsey. Right after MBA, many candidates join as a junior associate, where you mainly manage specific work streams within projects, handling research, analysis, expert calls, and presentations. After around 1.5 to 2 years, you typically move to the associate role, where you take broader ownership across the project and play a bigger role in problem solving and client delivery. Roughly 2 years later, you can progress to engagement manager, where you start managing entire projects and leading teams. After another 2 to 3 years comes the associate partner role, which is much more strategic and client facing. And finally, after around 3 more years, you can move to the partner position, where the focus shifts towards leading large engagements, managing senior client relationships, and bringing business to the firm. Now, let's talk about the compensation part, which is one of the biggest attractions of consulting roles after MBA. For a junior associate role at top consulting firms, the total CTC can roughly range between 35 to 40 lakhs per annum, depending on the firm and performance cycle. Out of this, the fixed component is generally around 29.5 lakhs. Apart from that, there is a variable pay component, which can range roughly between 4 to 9 lakhs based on your performance ratings and review cycle outcomes. You also get a joining bonus, which is usually around 2 lakhs. So overall, consulting is definitely a demanding profession. The work hours are long, the pressure is intense, and the expectations are always high. But at the same time, the kind of exposure, learning, and compensation you get right from the start of your career is extremely rewarding. So if you are someone who genuinely enjoys challenges, thrives in high pressure environments, and likes solving complex business problems, then consulting can be a great career path for you. That's it from this video. If you found it helpful, do share it with fellow consulting aspirants. Also make sure to like, subscribe, and support the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon in the next video.